Hello and welcome to my humble abode. We are meal prepping today. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, guys. My name is Chantal and today we are meal prepping. I was going to film a workout video, but the weather has decided to mess with my plans. Rude. Today we are making chicken Alfredo pasta, a healthy alternative, and we are also going to make our own tortilla chips. So let's get to it. Yeah. For our chicken Alfredo, we will need plain Greek yogurt. I use this instead of cream cheese. Great alternative. Spinach, easy additive, can barely taste it. Cream, chicken breast, obviously. A little bit of butter. I don't use real butter because less fat, I guess. Last but not least, fettuccine pasta. Quick interruption here. I tried to tame it, but unfortunately it is a wild animal and cannot be tamed. So we're going to live with it for now. Our seasonings, garlic powder, onion powder. I also use this 1 little cube of chicken stock, salt and pepper. You will also need crushed garlic oil. Yes, ma'am. Cooking is not my favorite thing to do. However, this is so easy and it tastes so good that it's worth it. We've got our chicken here. I had to defrost it because I forgot. First thing you want to do is grab your reindeer shaped board. This is very important. It has to be reindeer shaped. Otherwise it won't work. You want to pop your chicken on there, just like so. You want to cut this chicken up fairly small. I know you can buy diced chicken, but personally I feel like it's easier just to cut it myself. Alright, once you have your chicken all cut up, you want to grab some onion powder, sprinkle that. Now you can add as much as you like, but I like my chicken really well seasoned, so I like to add a lot. Next you want some garlic powder, salt, pepper, and then you just want to use a little bit of oil. And then once you've got that, all you want to do is just mix that all together. Now that we have prepped our chicken, we want to get a big pan and put it on a high heat. Because we're making Alfredo, I like to prep my pan with butter rather than oil. Just let that sit in there. While our pan is heating up, we want to fill a pot with some warm water. We want to put our pasta over here. We want to let the water boil first. So we're going to put that on a high heat and just cover that and wait for that to boil. And in the meantime, our pan is ready so we can start cooking our chicken. And you just want to pour that in. You want to try and get that nice crisp golden edging. That is how you really lock in the flavour and the seasoning that you've put on your chicken. Our chicken is almost finished. We want to turn our temperature down to a medium to low heat. So we can start prepping because next we're going to make the sauce, and we don't want to make the sauce with a super high heat on our pan. See here that our chicken is pretty much done. Cut a big piece in half to check. That's cut all the way through. So we're going to pop this to the side for now. Alrighty, our water is boiling now, so we want to take the lid off. Just pop it there, turn our heat down. And then what you want to do is put lots and lots of salt in that water. I don't put a whole bag of this in there. It would not fit and would not absorb properly, therefore not cook properly. So we're going to open this. And we're going to take about half. Don't come for me, but I have to snap this in half. Just because my pot is so small, I don't have a big pot. So I'm going to do it off camera so nobody gets offended. We're just going to sprinkle that in there. Sprinkle the other one. And then immediately you just want to mix it to stop that pasta from sticking together. A little mix going. Now we're going to work on our sauce. We're going to start off with our butter, and we do want a generous amount, okay? This is Alfredo. So I like to put about that much in. We're going to add our yogurt. You want about this much. My yogurt is frozen, so don't judge, but it'll melt soon enough. This is going to be the base of your sauce, so you want a decent amount of it. You can use cream cheese. Usually use about 250 grams. I kind of just guesstimate these. Honestly, because we're using yogurt, it's going to go grainy. Ugh, this is why I don't cook, guys. Make sure you keep stirring your pasta in between. Once your yogurt is fully incorporated with that butter, next we are going to add our cream. I use about half. I want that to all incorporate together so you get a nice thick sauce. While that's heating up, what we want to do is now we want to add our flavors. So we want to add what we did similar with the chicken. Some salt, garlic and onion powder, our stock cube. You're supposed to dissolve them in water, but I just break them up. Your crushed garlic, about that much. Plop it on in there. Pepper. Give that a good mix. Once that is thickened up, we're going to add our spinach. And then you want to mix those in too. It's not quite thick enough, you can just add a little bit of flour. And that will just to help absorb some of the moisture. There we go. Now that that's ready to add chicken back in, we want to take our pasta, drain most of the water out of it. We still want a little bit of that pasta water to go into our sauce. Mix that all together. Get off, get off. And there we have it, guys. You can turn your pan off. I just cover like that and put them to the side. Alright guys, ignore the microwave. We're going to make our tortilla chips. These are so easy to make. I use 2 packets because I'm a hungry gal. These have 6 wraps in them. I get the spinach wraps. All I do is I cut them like a little pizza, just like this. And now what I do is I actually cut these in half again because I don't want chips this big. Once you have all of your tortilla chips cut, to put our oven on fan grill, and then we want to set it at about 200 Celsius. While our oven is heating up, you want to grab 2 pans. You don't need to, but I think having 2 definitely speeds up the process. So you want to lay down some baking paper. And now all you want to do is take your chips and you just lie them. I kind of alternate like this so I can fit as many on the tray as possible. Try not to get them to overlap, but if they overlap a little bit, it is okay. Once you have filled both of your trays with all your chips, you just want to grab some oil and just lightly you don't want too much, guys. A little goes a long way. This is the fun part. Grab any seasoning of your choice. I'm boring, I just use salt, and I just give them a nice friendly coating of salt. In the oven, I like to have my top rack pretty close to the top. That's where the most heat is. Just put one in there and one underneath. And you want to check them in about 5 minutes. Right guys, our chips are about done. Right, these are probably a little bit overdone, almost perfect. We're going to move this last tray up, push those in, close it. Your chips are ready to set now. Ready to set, you want to grab a large bowl and I just put a paper towel in there to absorb excess oil. And now all we do is repeat that same process over and over and over again until you've got a whole bowl of chips. What I mean, don't do this and burn them. And there you have it. Once you've cooked all your chips and they're in your bowl, you just let them cool down and you're done. Pass that open. Some ASMR. Yum! And there we have it, y'all. 3 easy meals done. And then you've got your chips for your snacks. So easy. I think both of these took me like an hour and a half, which is barely any time if you think about it. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, leave a comment, like, subscribe, follow my TikTok where I post every single day, and yeah, comment what you think I should do next. Thanks for watching. Bye.